Hey everybody, today's the 25th of July and I'm doing a video on the Elite Trader and also the Smart Pivot 3. And so I recorded all of this live, but I instead of playing the audio that I had, because of what developed today, or the last 2 days I guess, I wanted to just do kind of an override of that and just talk through what you're seeing. So I'm going to start by just showing you the 24th of July. So what you see here is you see that the S&P Geronimo ES algorithm bought. And it bought as the equity markets were closing, and you can see that as I'm scrolling up on the matrix there, you see the target, and you can also see it on the chart there. But we ended up getting a buy order as the equity markets were closing on Monday the 24th. And as I was rolling the video, I thought we might hit the target, because once we get in, a lot of times we hit the target the same day, but it turns out we didn't. And so what you see in this video, and what I want you to take away, is just that we bought, and then the market is basically that we bought, and the market kind of traded higher but didn't go high enough to hit our target. And so we ended up holding overnight. Now remember, the Geronimo ES is traded in the Elite Trader. It's also traded in the Smart Pivot 3. And so those are the trades that we saw. We ended up buying, and then we ended up holding overnight. And so the next video I show, or the next kind of sequence, is going to show when the market opens the following morning, which was actually this morning at 7:30 Mountain Standard, which is 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, now what you see is the following morning, the equity markets open. And what you see here is you see a limit order and also a stop market order, and that's what you see, those two kind of salmon colored lines that you see there. But what happens is we don't hit it immediately, but you see that the market opens a little bit lower, then it trades higher, and about 20 minutes after equities have been open, you see the Emerald Long get in, and that's what's in that top right chart there. And so you have the Emerald Long buy, and at this point we're actually in two S&P E-mini contracts. Okay, so now what you're going to see is the S&P does rally, and it takes off, and it eventually hits our target. And so when it hits the target, we ended up buying at 4580.25. We ended up selling at 4589.75. So that's a gain of about 9.5 ES points. Now each point is $50, so that's a gain of $475. And so on Smart Pivot, that trades on $25,000 unit sizes. So you would have made $475 roughly per 25,000 traded. And on Elite Trader, it's $35,000 unit sizes, so it would have been $475 per 35K traded. That's kind of how that works. So let's keep watching though and see what happens as the day continues. So what I've done is I've increased the speed to about 100 times the normal rate, and so that should get us through the day pretty quickly. But what you'll see is that the market does sort of go sideways, and then eventually though it will pop out of the range that it's in and trade higher. And so once it does that, you'll see that the Emerald Long trade becomes positive. It's still about break even right now, but it'll get there. Now remember though that past performance is not indicative of future performance. There's definitely risk in trading futures. It's not for everyone. Remember, I'm not a CTA. I'm what they call the third-party developer, and so I offer the algorithms to be traded under a letter of direction. Now, as of right now, we're in the Emerald Long. We got out of the Geronimo ES, and both of those are traded in Elite Trader as well as Smart Pivot 3. And so with Smart Pivot 3 and Elite, well, Elite trades all 5 strategies that you see on the chart. The Smart Pivot 3 trades the 3 best performing based on what the sorting algorithm says at the end of every month. And as of right now, it's trading the Emerald Long, the Day Trade Long, and then the Geronimo ES. But what we're going to see pretty soon here is as the equity markets begin to close or start coming closer to closing, is that we're going to see us get into another trade, and then we'll see the Emerald Long get out of the trade that it was in with a nice profit. Okay, so if you look at the bottom left chart, you're going to see that we're going to do another buy order, and there it is right there. So you see that the overnight, the Geronimo ES just did another trade, and so we are long that trade right now. Okay, so what you see now is that we just got out of the Emerald Long, and we ended up getting a gain. So we bought at 45.88 we sold at 45.95 That's a gain of about 7 S&P points, or $350 on that trade. Now, if you look at the totals, so for the Elite Trader, again, that trades all 5 of these strategies. It's up 350 from this trade, plus another 475 from the Geronimo ES. That means that it was up about $825 per unit traded. Now, it does trade on $35,000 unit sizes, so the gain was about a gain of about 2.35%. So not bad, really, for a couple trades that we had. The Smart Pivot 3, that one trades 3 strategies, and right now it's trained to trade the Geronimo ES, the Emerald Long, and the day trade. And so it also saw both those trades, so also saw the $825 gain. But the difference is this one trades on $25,000 unit sizes, and so the $825 gain is a little bit higher on a percent basis of about 3.3. But I think that's the main stuff I wanted to show you. Just remember, so we did go into the day long the S&P. We exited at the morning. The Emerald triggered a trade, and a day trade, and we got in and out the same day. And then the Geronimo ES triggered again. And so as of right now, we're still long that second Geronimo ES contract. And in the morning, more than likely, we will get out at some point. But for now, it's holding overnight. Now, remember, though, that trading futures involves substantial risk of loss. It's not appropriate for all investors. I'm not a CTA. Remember all the risk disclosures. And finally, remember, too, that these videos are showing the algorithms in a positive light. I mean, not every trade is a winning trade. We do have losing trades. We have losing months. And so just keep all that in mind as well. But if you have questions, I'd love for you to consider using the algorithms. Again, they're fully automated. There's really no experience required. They're traded under a letter of direction. And yeah, I hope that all helps. But thank you again for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.